Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to build a BP gas station. Now, some of you guys may be familiar with BP, which it is a very famous type of gas station, commonly found in America and British. Really places like Britain, obviously. So, anyway, before I actually get started with building this awesome BP gas station, please do remember to check out my Twitter account, which I just recently made. Alright, I got more followers. Thank you very much to those followers. And don't forget to follow me on Pinterest. This is where I got most of my ideas from. This is a great idea that I've got from Pinterest. That's where I get all my ideas from. Literally. So anyway, guys, here is what you're going to need to actually build your BP gas station. It's actually on here, so we will definitely need some. We're going to grab some. We'll grab some green hardened clay. We'll also need some quartz, block of quartz, the three different types of quartz you can think of: quartz, quartz slabs, and quartz stairs. That's definitely what we're going to be needing. We're also going to need some light blue stained glass. Alright, like that. We're also going to be needing some sandstone, as we are going to be building the building first, and then we're going to be making the other stuff. So, in the gas station, first of all, we actually fill up gas. Anyway, guys, so once you got all those materials, we're going to want to start off by doing 2 sandstone on the ground. I'm also looking up how to actually build. So that's 1, 2, right? We're then going to let's see here. We're going to do some black stain. Yeah, so. Anyway, we don't actually need some glass, so. What we're essentially going to do is that we're going to leave a gap of 2. We'll place some glass down, alright? I know it's not going to exactly look like this, but hey, that's all I've got, so. Anyway, we're actually going to do 4 sandstone, then leave a gap of 2, then place another 4. Like this. Alright, that'll probably help out a bit on how that's going to work. Alright. So, anyway, once you've gotten down those 2 rows of 4 sandstone, what we're going to be doing here, guys, is that we're going to be actually putting the glass right here. But actually, just screw that up. So, anyway, what you're actually supposed to be doing is that you're supposed to be doing 2 sandstone, then 2 glass. That we leave a. We want to place that and go up by 2. We want to go right 2, then go actually by 3. Then we can go down like that. That will be the entrance. Then we can have 2 more glass and 2 more sandstone to complete you with some that should look like that, right? It kind of looks very similar now. So anyway, what we're now going to be doing is that we're going to come to the sides here. I'm going to start on this left side, for example. What we want to do is that we want to do a block of quartz, 2 glass, block of quartz, right? And then we want to go back by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. We're going to do this exact same thing on the other side, so you can tell what the pattern is. Alright. Since I'm too lazy to count, we're just going to count out until it matches evenly, and then we're going to connect it together. Alright, like that. That's very simple. We just got the basis of the gas station complete. Alright. Now what we want to do is that we kind of want to add another row of. We actually want to do 2 rows of glass directly on top, just to make things even. So, alright. You want to do the same thing with the quartz. It just needs to go around this time. So, anyway, wherever you got the quartz, I want you to raise that up about 1 row above the glass, like this. Alright. Now make sure you add some quartz on the glass as well. Like, we want to add another row right here, like that. And that's how we want to connect our gas station, literally. But we're going to have a row of lime, or in this case, green clay, instead of quartz. That's how we're going to connect the gas station together, like that. Right? The rest of the gas station will be sandstone. Right? Now, how we want to connect it is like that. Right? It's very simple. So, I would have to fix that gap. Well, I just done so. We just want to add sandstone until it levels completely, like that high, right? That's how I want you to make it high as right now. So, alright. We're only going to have the green clay at the front of the BP, right? Like, we just got this side to do, like that, guys. That is how you want to have your BP. See, it kind of looks similar, right? It looks very, very similar, in fact. Alright, now the next thing is that we're going to do a row of quartz slab directly on top of the green clay, alright? We also want to have it one row in front of that quartz slab that you just did. And then at the back, you want to extend it back. You want to extend it back by 2, alright? So, you can see how that works, right? We want to extend it back by 2. But, as a matter of fact, we actually want to fill this in with quartz slabs. So yeah, you just simply actually want to fill in the BP gas station with quartz slabs, alright? You also want to make sure that the quartz slabs goes extended out in front by 1, alright? That will make it a lot nicer. Like this. If you can see what I'm doing. If you can't see what I'm doing, well. So, anyway. Now just make sure we got it. Good. And then we want to fill in with, the roof with quartz slabs, alright? Not sandstone or whatever block you decide to do. So anyway. So that's essentially what you want to do, right? Like this. Good. You just need to do it for the other rows, the quartz slabs. Alright. Alright, good. We got most of the building complete here. As you can tell, we got plenty of room here. But, yeah, we'll work on the interior later on. Either in the video or something like that. I should say there's a phone ringing here. And I do not own insurance right now, so I'm not sure why they're even calling me right now. Anyway, they shouldn't be calling me at all, but apparently they are right now. I'm not going to answer that because that's for my mama, not me. Anyway, so we're going to work on the actual, this part, right? You see this? Right, so that's what we're going to be working on. Now we want to, how we want to build this is that we want to start right here, and we want to leave a gap of 6 in the ground. So this is the first block, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. On the 7th block, we want to do a 2x2 square, like this. Alright, we actually want to do a 3x3. Or, excuse me, 3x2, like that. Alright? We then want to form what I like to call, what we actually want to form is that we want to try to form, yeah, let's just make it a 4x2. just for the love of God. Anyway, so now we're going to work on the actual gas pumps itself. It is a little bit tricky to actually figure it out. Because, here, let's imagine like that. Alright, I think that'll work out good. So we want to stack a row of 2 on the ground. Like this. Alright, so we just want to stack a row 2 like that. We actually have to stack a row 3. And then we want to go ahead and go like, I would imagine like that. That's probably the best I could do, to be very honest with you. But we do have to save some room. So let's try this, and let's see if that works. That has to be the row that, like, just as a tippy top. So we're going to call this like 2.5 right here. We're going to go up by, let's see here. We want to go up by 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how far we'll go up. So make it like 6.5. But actually 9.5, I should say. Let's just go 7.5. Let's see how that works, huh? So, now we want to build our gas pump, which the only way I could possibly figure it out is just like, make like a 2.5 by 2, like that. And then maybe I can have some tripwire hooks, whatever that is. I could probably represent the gas pumps, like that. And maybe we can have like a painting, like to like display the screen that you normally find at the gas pump, like that. Perfect. That sounds kind of cool, alright? Now, we want to do this for about 3 more rows, right? So, 3 more, or I should say 2 more times. So, we want to do the same process. This time we're going to leave a gap of 9 between this and the next pump. So this is going to be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. On this 10th block, we're going to do what we did originally. So, which is like a 5 by 3, like this, right? We're going to build our gas pump, which is made out of literally 2 quarts, or 2.5 quarts, like that. Alright. And then we're going to go on top of this block right here by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. I'm sure we're supposed to go on top by 6. Make it 6.5, like that. So, and then we want our tripwire hook right here. We want to have our painting right there. Ooh, that'll display it on the screen. But the other thing I did caught myself is that we need to work on, you know, this thing right here that you'll normally find out at BP. We're going to extend this bottom 3rd block from the top. This is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We're going to extend this out by 1. Add a green clay on top. We're actually supposed to be doing that like here, actually. The top of the 4th block. Place that, and place another quartz slab on top. That'll represent pretty well. Do the same thing for the other side. So, we're going to go on top of the upper half of the 4th block from the top. And then place quartz slabs directly on top, like that. That kind of worked out well, right? Definitely works out well. Alright. And the next thing we want to do is that, well, we're not going to make it exactly equal like that, so how we're going to work out this next pump is that we're going to leave a gap of 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to make a 5 by 3 again. 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I have very bad coordinating jobs here. Like that. Alright, we're just going to go on top by 2 like that. Then go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Anyway, guys, I I'll be back in a moment once I got some more plans taken care of. I'll be back. Alright guys, so I just got back with what I needed to do. I just ran out of time, so that's why. Anyway, so once you got these, once you just reached your height of 6, there's technically 7, but we consider the 6.5. There's the way it looks. So anyway, so come to the 4th block right here. This upper half of the 4th block. So you should see it's right here. So if you can pinpoint, just on the top half of that block, we want you to go out like this by 1, right? With the quartz slabs. Then add a layered clay directly on top, and add a quartz slab on top of the clay, like this. So technically, guys, everything should be aligned. Alright, like that. If it's not in line, you're probably in trouble. But, so since it's aligned, we're good. Now let's work on this next thing before we actually start building the roof of the gas station. This part here, technically, guys. So anyway, we want to have a quartz slab on each one of the top quartz blocks, and we want to extend them out by 2, alright? Going towards the front like that, right? So 1, 2, alright? Now, here's how we want to do this now, guys. And if, excuse me, that's actually supposed to be 4, so extend those out by an extra 2, like that. Now, how we want to do this is that we want to connect the quartz slabs together to form a nice good old rectangle. Alright. We also want to do the 1, 2, 3, 4 stuff at the back as well. Just make sure it doesn't go over the roof of the actual building itself, guys. So, and then we just want to connect this together, right? Like that. Now the next thing we want to do is that we just want to fill the gas station roof with, you guessed it, quartz slabs. Because what else we need to do directly afterwards is going to be a little bit complicated. So what we want to do is that we want to build a base for the roof, and we are doing it right now. So just fill in the roof with your quartz slabs, simple, alright? And once you've done that, we can work on the next part of what we need to do, alright? Before we actually work on the extra details, like making the parking lots, the cars, and stuff like that. Now, also I'm not going to show you guys how to make the cars because it's pretty simple, alright? Very, very simple. Now, this can actually go good with a gas station, believe it or not, guys. Or, excuse me, a city. That can go great with a city. Trust me, but I don't think it's a smart idea to actually build because it's going to take up more storage. And so that's not TSMC related product, so yeah, that's a nice little reason. Now then, but before we actually get on to what we need to do next, we have to extend out the, you know this block right here, like where it stops right here? We want to extend that out by 2. Alright, so like for example, back here, right? We want to overhang this by 2. That'll just to make it a lot nicer. Like this. So, the next thing we want to do is that we want to add a row of green clay all on top. But we have a little problem. As you can see, the clays will go above. So here is what we need to do. We need to add another row of quartz slabs directly all on top. I know, that's a little bit of extra work, but that's the only way the clay is actually going to get on top. I know. Some of you guys may not like this change, but we're going to have to do it anyway. So, So like I said, just fill in the roof with block of quartz. I should have said block of quartz, but we won't deal with this. We will deal with this additional reconstruction for right now. Alright. So we do all the modifications. So once you got this done, we want you to stack a row of clay directly on top. So, and now is meaning the outsides, guys. Alright? You don't want to stack it like in the insides. It's also going to look dumb like that. And nobody wants a gas station to look not properly built. So yeah, it's very simple. Just add a layer of clay on the outside, and then add some quartz slabs directly on top. Alright? Unfortunately, I can't even see right now. I don't have contacts in my eyes. Well, also, I don't need contacts, but I just can't see in the dark in Minecraft, unfortunately. Alright, now, once you got that taken care of, we want to add a row of green clay. But we have to do something else, though. Alright, so, fill around everywhere, but when you come right here, you want to leave a gap of 3, alright? So just leave a gap of 3 and continue on. The reason we want you to leave a gap of 3 is because that we are going to be making the BP logo right there. Alright? And it's not necessarily the best idea to actually fill all with green clay, but just do that for right now. Alright, we're going to need some new materials. So we don't really need the paintings no more, and we don't need the tripwire hooks no more. And what we need to grab is we need to grab some lime wool and some yellow wool. Alright? So we want to start from this second green clay on this side. We want to do 1 lime coming in and 1 yellow. Now, how we want to do this next part is that we want to go down by 1 here, and go on top of this yellow block by 1. That means we'll have to do some additional changes. So do that. Like that. It's very simple, guys. Very, very simple. Alright, now we are ready to do our next thing. We want to add some block of quartz, a layer block of quartz directly on top of what we just did. Alright? Now, however, we're not going to fill until right here. We're just going to add 1 more layer of block of quartz, and we're going to be done. Alright? We just need to fill it in directly afterwards. Alright. The reason for this is because that we don't want to make it 2 layers. It'll look a little bit goofy if it did that. However, we will make some extra modifications. So it's just really up to you if you want to add 1 layer of quartz or if you want to add 2 layers of quartz. Alright? I'll just add the quartz slab for right now. That'll just make it a lot better. Anyway, guys, that is mostly your gas station complete. Well, except for one thing. Just fill in the quartz slabs, and you are pretty much done from here. Alright? Unless if you want to amp things up a bit. When I mean that, just like add some extra details, like make the parking lots, make the cars, and make the insides. Alright. It's also pretty simple how to make the insides, alright? You just need to make some counters, some freezers, or, yeah, freezers, a cash register, simple, right? No complicated things required. Alright. So just fill this in, like this, alright? Alright. Now, technically, guys, once you got to this part of the video, you are pretty much done, alright? But if you want to amp things up a bit, here's what you can do. Alright, now I'm just going to get rid of everything because we don't need anything from here. Now, what you need is you're going to need the quartz stairs. That's the thing that I shall never get rid of. You can also grab some cyan hardened clay. We can also grab some We can also grab some yellow wool, technically. We can also grab some stone slabs, as that'll probably help out a little bit. And I think that's all what we're going to need for right now, technically. Unless if you want to plant yourself a tree. If you want to plant a tree, you could just grab an oak sapling, and you have to place it down some dirt, so just make sure you do it like in the distance or so. And then grab some bone meal, alright? If you are deciding to plant a tree. So anyway, so we need to set off a perimeter of how this gas station is going to work. I just apparently destroyed the block, So, anyway, for example, I'm going to leave a gap of 13 into the ground. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Starting from this block right here, we're going to do some quartz stairs. Now, all the way around, I need to make sure I leave a gap of 13. Essentially, that's my number. Alright. Good. At this block, I'm just going to connect it like this, right? Now, whatever's in the perimeter needs to be taken care of, right? Inside the perimeter is that we're going to get rid of the entire ground that's inside the perimeter and replace it with, you guessed it, cyan clay, alright? This process will take a long time because it's such a big perimeter. But if you made a small perimeter, it'll take a little bit less time. So, anyway, you don't want to take it more time. So, anyway, this is the block right here. So, the perimeter, really, guys, is really up to you, alright? Because I know I'm not the boss of this. It's really up to you, again. You can make a bigger perimeter, you can make a smaller perimeter, but this is just what I'm going with. Just want to make sure I leave a gap of 13. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. On this 14th block, we'll just hook it up like this. Alright. So like I said, we're going to solve the perimeter with some quartz stairs, alright? You can use any other material, but quartz stairs is definitely highly recommended for this, alright? So, I could just simply drag the block quartz, or excuse me, the quartz stairs, preferably. I'm just going to drag it over here. See a very line. That's way more than enough of a line. So I'm just going to connect it and get rid of the excess one there. Alright. So. Alright. That means I had an excess of 5. There we go, guys. There we go. We just got that taken care of. Now, I know. This next part is going to be a bit boring. Alright, unless if you want it right there, which probably people don't want it right there. And that's going to not respect the looks. But anyway, the next thing we want to do is that we want to knock into the ground and replace it all with cyan hardened clay. Alright. And if you want, we can make some extra parking lots, but what we're going to be doing is that we're going to get rid inside the perimeter and replace it with cyan hardened clay. This part will take a little while or two, probably like half an hour if you got a size of this, if you keep constantly playing on Minecraft and don't take breaks. But for me, I do that, so it's going to take like, I don't know, about half an hour or so, I don't know. I'm not going to record the time for this. I will not do the cyan hardened clay while I'm recording, as also it's going to be boring, and not really much to say from there, so. Anyway, you could just fill in the extra stuff. And then, you know how it works from there. Just simply fill it all in with cyan hardened clay. I'll be back in a moment once I get completely everything except for the inside. Alright guys, so this is what your gas station should look like exactly after you had filled in everything in the perimeter except for the building with Siren Stained Clay. Alright, this is what you should have so far. Anyway, the next thing we are going to be making is we're going to be making the parking lots. Now for the parking lots, we're going to need some yellow wool and some stone slabs. Alright? Well, I'm not exactly sure if oh yeah, we're going to be definitely needing stone slabs, guys. So anyway, we're going to leave gaps of 4 in the ground, and we're going to dig a trench of, I think it's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. That is a single parking spot right there. Alright? We're going to try to make lots of them, alright? Now, another guide is try to make some parking spots around here. Here. Actually, yeah, that's a bad idea. So, here's what my futuristic idea is. Like, make sure that you add some parking spots, especially in front of the building and the back of the building. That's pretty much where most of the people park. Attemptfully. So just make some parking spots like that, alright? After you had got your... But you need to split off the 2 sections, alright? So every 2 sections of parking lots you make, split it off with a 3 by 5, alright? 3 by 5, like that, alright? So leave gaps of 4, make a trench of 5, replace that trench with yellow wool, make another one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just leave a gap of 4, then make a 3 by 5, like this. It's very simple from here, guys, alright? It's very, very simple, alright? We just got a couple sets of lots to make here. I've also blown up a little bit TNT underneath the parking lot, so that'd be pretty nice. This actually took me a while, guys. Not joking. This took me a little while to actually do. Alright, that's 2, so we're going to add our 3 by 5. This will separate kind of bit, like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Replace all that with yellow wool. There we go. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to be doing that. And there we go, guys. That's our sets of parking lots here. Like that. You should have at least 8 lines of wool. Like this. Alright? Now the next thing we need to do is that we need to make some parking lots here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see here. And we're going to do it for the exact same area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So it's going to look somewhere like this, alright? As I'm doing right now. You want to make sure you have 4 lines when you're doing this, because this will be like for the smaller cars to actually fit in. My concept is the bigger cars get to go park over there, while the smaller cars get to park over here. But still, that's a pretty good sized parking lot. Alright, now we got most of that taken care of. I will not show you guys how to build the cars, because honestly, you can build your car any design you want. But the thing is, you will definitely need stone slabs, black wool, and buttons. The rest of the stuff is really up to you. You can make it funky any way you want. So, I'm not going to show you how to build the cars, but I will show you the gas station once it's fully completed. When I mean fully complete, I will show you that at the end of this video, hopefully. So, I'll show you like around 4 cars or so. Alright. Now anyway, with that said, let's work on the inside real quick. So, the insides are made out of block of quartz. Well, the floor is. But before we start digging, we're going to place some torches in here. At least one per side, alright? The next thing you want to do is a little disclaimer. We want to have square windows instead, like stick figure windows. The reason for this is because that it will look a lot better. Like this, alright? And then another thing we could do is that we can have some quartz stairs, alright? Let's see, where are the quartz stairs at? We could grab some of those, and then we could put like quartz stairs underneath the windows here. Like this. We could do the exact same thing on the front, by the way. So, in the front, we could do that. And maybe we can have, well, we can't do the quartz stairs thing actually in the front because the car will hit it and it's not going to be fun once it gets hit. So, we're just going to keep that the same, right? However, at the corner areas, like at the sides, you want to put quartz stairs, not in the front. The next thing we're going to be doing is that we're going to rip out the floor and replace it with a block of quartz, alright? Now this task is not too hard. It's actually quite simple and easy. So there's no distress on whether you should actually make the floor or not. You can keep it like, you can make the store any way you want it. But this is like convenience store slash gas station. Because yeah, America has like thousands of them. I'm not sure how much, but like more than 100,000 of them. Every city you go, that's where it is. Literally. In big cities, they'll probably have like, I don't know, 200 maybe. Maybe as much as 500 if you live in New York. Which I don't. Too expensive to go over there. I live in the south, not anywhere in the north. North is way too chilly, guys, so. You know me, I do not like being cold. Although sometimes in the south, you have to deal with it. Because I'm not at the equator or anything. I don't live in the equator after all, guys. That would be insane if I lived in the equator. I know, most of you guys will be thinking that I'm going to be hot all the time over there. Well, the temperatures are going to be the same all year long, so it really depends on what temperature it is. It's going to stay like that forever, so. Anyway, we just ripped out the floor, replaced it with a block of quartz. I've also added some doors to make it a better contrast and just make it a little bit nicer. Anyway, the idea is that we're going to have a cash register over here. We can have the shelves like that. We can have one here and one here. Back here we can have like some freezers. Alright, how that's going to have to work is we can have one over here and we can have one here. We could put some ice in it. If we can find it. There we go. And we could put some ice here. And maybe we can have a block of quartz on top. And, well, those look like fish tanks now. But, maybe it'll be better if we add 2 ice blocks on top. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get rid of this. And eventually, that means we're going to have to put the torch back here. These 2 gaps here. And then maybe we can add some buttons. These can like represent the handles or something like that. Thing is, do not have torches anywhere near ice. They will melt. So that was a very, very bad idea. To actually put torches near ice. do not do that. It's going to melt the ice. So you'll just have to deal with what is this. Oh, I could probably use a redstone torch. It's not going to affect it as much, I think. It's going to make it, it won't burn as much as torches, but we'll have to suffer the consequences, guys. This area will have to be a bit dark. Unless, if you want to rip into the sandstone and replace it with redstone. Redstone lamps. Right? That's actually a bit of a mix-up right there. And then maybe we can add some. And then maybe on the top here we can have like. The only way possible I could think about powering it up is like have some levers down here. Yeah, do it like that. Yeah, that actually kind of work well, guys. So, and the next thing we can have is we can have the to make the cash register, we're going to need some block of quartz stairs. Alright, that's the only things I could possibly think of. And I am not sure what's going on here. Maybe I should probably replace the torches and just use red sandstone lamps. Or, excuse me, redstone lamps. Why am I having a bit of a jumble here? I don't know why, but sometimes I do. Maybe we can have the cash register at the window. It'll be pretty nice. We can look at all the cars. And we can have the cash register right there. Alright. Maybe additional options is that you can have the virtual fence gates. I think ice is a very, very, very bad idea, guys. So, what's the only way possible I can really think about it? Unfortunately, guys, ice will melt, so make sure you have a cool place. Unfortunately, we can't figure out cool here. However, let's just go grab some potion night vision so that way I don't actually think it's dark in here. It better not melt on me. Better not melt on me. There we go. So, anyway, we got the bridge fence gate here. Levers right there. Next time, I'm not going to use any red sandstone for this area. Not. It's any redstone or fire-related things will melt the ice immediately. So, you have to be careful on actually what you think about. Don't use ice for buildings at all. I've actually played on a map once that some idiot decided to use ice as like a building utensil, but it doesn't work like that. Never, ever, ever. It will melt on you. That'll cause a catastrophe on the streets below. Well, anyway, guys, that is your gas station 100% fully completed. Now, I just want to say that there is a little bit of, like, maybe if possible, I can make the gas station bigger and probably fit a fast food restaurant over here. But it's going to probably be insane, as there's very limited room here. Well, there's probably no way that I can actually fit a fast food restaurant in here. But what I can also do is that if I made the gas station big as a pilot, pilot travel centers, who doesn't know that? I know there is one just right about a couple miles from me, so that's probably what I could do. Probably show you guys how to make a pilot. Well, problem with pilot is that you need to have a lot of details into pilot, guys. You need to make it pretty big if it is equipped with a fast food restaurant like Subway, McDonald's, Wendy's, or KFC. It'll be pretty rare to actually find a KFC. My local pilot actually serves McDonald's, not KFC. McDonald's is a little bit more of a crap than KFC itself. I like KFC better than McDonald's. I still like Mickey D's, but no one really cares for it anyway. Alright, guys. So, that is all I'm going to be showing you. Alright. Now, I will be back in just a moment when I get some cars in. I'll be back in just one moment. Alright guys, as you guys can tell, I have just almost finished up the cars here. Now, I've been working on these for a little bit now, so don't expect me to, keep working on this thing for, more than 24 hours, because, I don't know, it was around that time when I apparently got finished with these things. So, I have to wait till finally today, which is pretty nice. Anyway, so, these are what the cars look like. I know they do look a kind of big, but you're going to have to bear with me because I should say that I'm not, the best builder in cars ever. However, these cars are probably looking like futuristic cars, if I would say. Yes, I definitely do love futuristic cars, but I think they're a little bit awkward. But as you can tell, the gas station is fully completed once you add some cars in, alright? As you can tell, BP's not busy right now. But you know how that is. So anyway, we got the shells. We're going to buy some Doritos. Buy ourselves a Mountain Dew from one of these fridges over here. And let's just suppose that we're going to need some light. So to do this part, we're going to have to figure out a way to actually do it. Alright. I could probably install a redstone lamp here. And then I could just use a lever to actually power her up. That's actually not what I do to turn on. Just more I'll break into here, and then maybe we could place a quartz slab here. Since I have that thing, I just need to cover that thing up real quick. Since we got that thing in. Anyway, guys, so we're going to buy ourselves a Mountain Dew here and a Monster Energy. One of my favorite drinks to actually buy when although, I don't really buy soda. I just tend to like those two drinks. I think those two drinks are pretty awesome. So we buy ourselves some of that, right? We're also thinking about getting ourselves a treat, and then we come to this cash register, and we're going to pay, right? This is really how it works here, guys. And unfortunately, I just dropped. Fortunately, I do have my. Sometimes, whenever I try to control the mouse, sometimes I will tend to destroy some stuff. So, you're going to have to bear with me, guys. Sometimes I will do that. Anyway, we just purchased our stuff, and we come back to one of our cars here, and we drive off. Alright? It's pretty simple from there. So anyway, guys, that is your BP 100% fully completed once you add some cars, right? Now, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Pinterest. View the links down below this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for incredibly awesome videos every day. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to let me know in the comments down below what should I make next in Minecraft. So, anyway, that is all I'm going to be showing you guys. Take care, and see you guys next time in another awesome Minecraft tutorial. Take care. Or even a Roblox game. Take care.